do you agree that black men who are not voting for Harris and who didn't vote for you, as the pastor sees it, are misogynist? As he said, misogyny is still real in our community.
I would say, number one, I know it's a shock to everyone, but sexism remains real and a very pertinent issue. But I want us to be really clear that Kamala Harris is doing very well with black men. Black men are the second strongest cohort of Democratic voters. However, we do have to acknowledge that there is sexism, there is racism, there are challenges in our electorate, and that's why it's so important that Kamala Harris is going everywhere and talking to everyone. She respects voters, she meets them where they are, and she refuses to be told that she has lost a cohort, lost a community, simply because she's different.
So having a different opinion, that makes me a misogynist.
Yep.
See, this is why people can't deal with that party, because y'all just make crazy statements like that.
That's like showing a kid a Barbie movie, a young boy a Barbie movie in class and say, did y'all like that movie? And the boy said, I mean, I didn't really like that movie.
So like
misogynist.
But like I just
literally the same thing.
I also think about like, are we gonna be screaming the same thing if we talking to other world leaders?
Signs of the season. Macomb County, Michigan. These suburbs just north of Detroit are a blue-collar bellwether. Joseph Knowles about to send a message, about to defy his union leadership, about to vote Republican for president for the first time, about to vote for Donald Trump.
And at this point now, I'm desperate.
Wow.
So I'm willing to try anything right now to make sure that I can fulfill my responsibility and to take care of my wife and kids. That's all I care about.
Knowles is a union auto worker, one of 1,100 just laid off by Stellantis, the parent company of Chrysler Jeep. He blames corporate greed the most, but doesn't stop there.
The second blame, I will put it on Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. Why? Because of the EV mandates. I thought the Democratic Party was for the working class, people, the average Joe like me. That's what I thought.
There are more American auto jobs now than at any point of the Trump presidency. But auto workers supporting Trump here echo his attacks on Biden's clean energy incentives and his claim illegal immigrants are to blame for lost jobs.
But if you do it the wrong way, I think you should get round up and just thrown out. I have no problem with that because it jeopardized my way of providing for my kids if they take jobs.
Knowles waves off friends who call Trump racist, says he doesn't believe Vice President Harris is up to the job, and he spars with family members who say he should stay a Democrat.
Oh, man.
Get back on that plantation, boy. Damn, man, this is crazy, bro. So now he don't care. Sexist. He don't care about the black folk. He don't care about the black woman. And he's a coon, and he doesn't care about himself. And all these other things.
He's a self-hating black man.
Oh, he's selfish
he
too,
really
guy.
wants to be a slave, and he wants to serve the white man and vote for Trump because that's what niggas like.
He like white supremacy.
Everything he said was white supremacy talking points.
It's crazy.
My way of providing for my kids if they take jobs.
Knowles waves off friends who call Trump racist, says he doesn't believe Vice President Harris is up to the job, and he spars with family members who say he should stay a Democrat.
Oh, man. I took it from my mom, from my auntie, cousins, my sister. They came at me.
Bill Govier is a 30-plus year union worker at Ford, and he has this side business cleaning car underbodies. When we first visited 4 months ago, he was a fan of Robert Kennedy Jr. Now, he will cast his third ballot for Trump.
RFK joining Trump effectively, I couldn't script it any better the way I would like it to be. I love the idea of Donald Trump being the commander-in-chief. I love the idea of how Donald Trump handles the nefarious characters in the world.
Govier believes more than half of UAW members at his Ford plant will vote Trump. He says Harris laughs too much, and he can't take her seriously.
So what is it? You're the incumbent who wouldn't do anything different, or are you the underdog that wants change?
But I like the black guy, man. Hold on, bro. The fact that he said, man, you're voting for a racist. He said, he just has to wave it off. He said, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm thinking about my pockets, bro.
Yeah.
And my dad called me this morning talking about, man, bro, I'm hurting, bro. We need Trump back in. I ain't never seen a party say so many lies. Come on, man. Black people seeing this, man.
They are.
Govier believes more than half of UAW members at his Ford plant will vote Trump. He says Harris laughs too much, and he can't take her seriously.
So what is it? You're the incumbent who wouldn't do anything different, or are you the underdog that wants change?
And he says count this early vote in Wayne County for Harris. And count Tonya Rincon as a Democrat who long ago lost patience with Ford co-workers who shrug off Trump attacks on immigrants, on judges, on vote counts, on critics.
There's a lot of people that they just take the crazy with Trump as it's baked in the cake and we're just willing to ignore it. Whereas if we heard that out of our loved ones, we'd be like, okay, Grandpa, it's time to take your keys.
Rincon just retired from the Wayne Assembly plant and is helping the UAW register and turn out voters. She says her June bet that her local would split 50-50 in a Trump-Biden race is still about right, with Harris now atop the Democratic ticket.
There's a little bit more enthusiasm among some of my female coworkers. A couple of my male coworkers are pretty ambivalent about Harris. We may have lost a tiny margin of support because sexism's a real thing, you know. They're just like, you know, I'm not sure she can do it. I don't think the country's ready for a female president.
Walter Robinson Jr. says there's more energy.
They're saying that after seeing the stuff that she's produced during the campaign.
During the last 3.5 years.
That's just an answer. So why don't you like her anymore? I just don't think we're ready. We're not ready because of her, not because we're sexist.
Is it that we're not ready, or is it that she's just not the best candidate?
Simple as that, man. Yeah.
We may have lost a tiny margin of support because sexism's a real thing, you know. They're just like, you know, I'm not sure she can do it. I don't think the country's ready for a female president.
Walter Robinson Jr. says there's more energy since the switch to Harris, but also more offensive chatter on the assembly line.
They have been saying some very disparaging things about the vice president, things about how she rose up through the ranks and some of the things that she might have done. They only had to say that to me once before they understood they can't say that to me again.
Well, Congressman, this is what John...
Wait, was he soft?
Let's hear a real nigga talk, man.
Was he soft?
Huh?
Was he soft or yeah, he was soft.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he was mad. They were talking smack about
Yes.
this.
Come on,
Yes.
Harris. Yeah. I thought he was
Yes.
gonna say something else, man.
No.
You a house Negro. That analogy is actually pretty crazy though, bro. Because if you think about it, the house Negro, he don't get his ass whooped. He don't get the lashes. He just, oh, you're a good one. You get to stay in the house, buddy. But the outside, we getting the lashes. We feel them every day. And you feel guilty in your heart walking around. Am I doing the right thing because I support Donald Trump? That burden is weighing over you like a cloud, brother.
It's the easier thing to do to go the other way, you know? But I wouldn't say we taking no lashes because my life is fucking good.
No, hell yeah. I'm just talking. But like, Byron taking
give a
these
damn.
lashes.
He ain't taking them physically. That's the
Okay,
difference.
yeah, okay.
These mean
no,
words.
This is the analogy of
Right.
the other
No,
guy.
that is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
I agree, though.
Nobody in slavery. We just
Yeah, I
saying
know,
though,
I
like
know.
that's
I
what
see
they
what
doing.
you're saying, yeah.
They keeping
Yeah.
you on the plantation.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Democrat plantation.
Yeah,
You
they
get off,
being good.
Yeah.
They be you be good
You're a
for
good
massa,
nigga.
and you get to cook the food and bring it out, and
So
you know.
maybe I'm a sexist. Ah.
Do I see you trying to be a free nigga?
He think different. We don't want none of that.
Say that to me again.
Pussy.
Well, Congressman, this is what John King found during a trip. This is what he claims he found during a trip to a Detroit auto factory. Check this out.
On the factory floor, they say there's more racism and sexism now. Before it was just Biden's too old. Now the workers who support Harris say they're hearing more racism and more sexism.
Okay, that's the narrative they're using to explain the lack of support for Harris among working class people, racism and sexism.
No, it's just a joke. And the media, they're the number one culprits in all of this. Because for the first 40 to 50 days of her campaign, instead of holding her accountable like you would any other presidential candidate, they treated her like she was a Hollywood actress. We all remember when she wasn't saying anything to anybody, and they thought it was the greatest thing ever. Now that the American people's skepticism has turned to rejection, this is where the media goes. But the media, like the Democrats, are the reason why nobody trusts them. Because instead of looking at the reality on the ground with wide open borders and massive increases in prices for every good and service, what do? They want to blame shift. They want to deflect.
Yeah.
But hey, that's fine by me. That means Kamala Harris is losing.
Byron be cooking. Chef
Boy,
Byron.
see, you know when, man, I'm telling you, bro, when a dude who is speaking like things that he actually, formulated on his own and got facts, opposed to just
Scripted.
knowing what it's scripted, knowing what someone's gonna say is just like, that's why I rock with Byron, bro.
Boy, work for life.
He's their biggest threat. That's Catcher Freeman.
He says catcher.
He freeing niggas.
He out there with the red hounds.
You keep Byron the switch. That's cost a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
Nigga work for life. Low key, we work.
Yeah, we work something now, nigga.
That is bad for just thinking logical.
Them niggas learned how to read.
Kamala Harris is not a godsend, all right? You people didn't even like her 6 months ago. Now all of a sudden, she's black female Jesus. The way Obama was black Jesus. And let me tell you something. He had a lot more going for him than Kamala Harris does. And not just as firsts go, but his type of campaigning, his type of persuasion, his charisma, okay? He was imbued with things that she is not. And I don't mean that as a criticism, it's just a point of comparison. And her process fucked her also. There's a convenience in it, but it fucked her also. Because there are a lot of misgivings about her. There's an underlying feeling that she didn't get this the right way. She may not have won a primary. She didn't even make it to the first round of primaries when she did run. And that is both fair and unfair at the same time. But look, this idea of don't say anything bad about her because Trump, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. And it's not how you get to a better place. It's a relative assessment. She has negatives, so does he. Does he have more? Yeah. He also has a way more intense following. That's why this race is so tight. Now explain that to me. Unless you want to write off half this country as bigots, how do you explain it being so tight? Maybe you're not as right about everything as you think you are. Maybe you should be a little bit more open to the people that you disagree with. Maybe they're not all racists.
Yeah, but that is the only argument Trump's going to win because just America's such a racist country, man, and it's so damn horrible here. And these damn fascist elites, and they just, control the minds, and this is just a horrible country. Damn, well then take your ass somewhere else.
Y'all just went too extreme, bro. That's all it was.
That's why
really,
I told you, bro. I wasn't that extreme, bro.
He planted the seed.
Okay, whatever.
I'm forever
We
keep
argued that
saying
a long time.
I'm gonna forever say that.
Yo,
bro.
KD, that ain't the argument, though. We saying which one was worse.
Kamala, worse.
They was worse.
Okay,
sure.
that's all my
If we asked our viewers, Kamala or Obama, who would y'all vote for if y'all had to? I know y'all wouldn't vote for neither, but if y'all had to vote for one, gun to y'all head.
Obama, that's
Y'all
easy.
taking Obama, man.
We lived under Obama.
We all taking Obama.
We don't know. We ain't never lived under a president that has said out of their mouth,
I'm radical.
Radical.
I'm radical.
She did say that.
I'm radical.
Remember, that's like when a girl tell you, I'm crazy.
Man,
you think she just playing?
climate change.
No, buddy.
Yeah, man. Black man in jail. Climate
Ban
change.
fracking.
Brand fracking. I'm radical. Come on.
Only electric cars.
Transitions in jail. Whatever the hell.
If you a man and you want to identify a woman, we're gonna send you to the woman jail system.
No, they actually did that though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know he impregnated about 3 of them.
Yeah, I know.
He was in there living his good life.
Let us know what y'all said. Chill, bro.
I was just playing, bro. I was just playing.
We gone, y'all.